Far too few Americans are speaking out and acting out to oppose Donald Trump and his assault on everything that Western democracies have accomplished for 200, 300 years now. And it just goes on, the madness, day after day, week after week. And it doesn't seem to be coming to an end. Now, Bruce Springsteen, rock and roll legend Bruce Springsteen, starting a tour this week, stopped on the stage to make his view and his opinions known. Now, the President of the United States, arguably the most powerful man in the world, heard about it, and basically took the opportunity to threaten him with unknown repercussions. Trump has shown himself to be vicious and vindictive. And now, look what he's doing. I mean, what are the words he used? He ought to keep his mouth shut until he gets back into the country. That's just standard fare. Then we'll all see how it goes for him. Now, if that's not a threat like any mob boss would give, I don't know what is. Now, I think everybody should hear what Bruce Springsteen said on stage, because I find them really inspirational and really motivational words, and I'm proud of him for standing up and saying that. Now, YouTube has some very strict copyright rules, and I may get a copyright strike for reproducing this whole Bruce Springsteen thing. I don't care. It's important for you all to hear it. I've got the words transcribed underneath it, so even if you don't have volume, you'll be able to read the words. Take it to heart, because he's giving you he's telling you, get off your asses and go out there and fight. Protest. Take to the streets. You can't let this happen to you. Somewhere, it's only up to Americans what happens to them. No one's going to ride in on a force and save you. It just ain't going to happen. You've got to do it yourself. You've got leaders. Look to them. Look to them for inspiration. But this is not going to end nicely. Donald Trump is not just going to go away. The changes he's made are not going to just evaporate into thin air the next time we have an election. It's not going to work that way. So please enjoy this clip, take it to heart, and I'll see you on the other side.
Good evening. It's great to be in Manchester and back in the UK. Welcome to the Land of Hope and Dreams tour. The mighty E Street Band is here tonight to call upon the righteous power of art, of music, of rock and roll in dangerous times. In my home, the America I love, the America I've written about, that has been a beacon of hope and liberty for 250 years, is currently in the hands of a corrupt, incompetent, and treasonous administration. Tonight, we ask all who believe in democracy and the best of our American experience to rise with us, raise your voices against authoritarianism, and let freedom ring. Now, easy, Roy. There's some very weird, strange, and dangerous shit going on out there right now. In America, they are persecuting people for using their right to free speech and voicing their dissent. This is happening now. In America, the richest men are taking satisfaction in abandoning the world's poorest children to sickness and death. This is happening now. In my country, they're taking sadistic pleasure in the pain that they inflict on loyal American workers. They're rolling back historic civil rights legislation that led to a more just and plural society. They're abandoning our great allies and siding with dictators against those struggling for their freedom. They're defunding American universities that won't bow down to their ideological demands. They're removing residents off American streets and without due process of law are deporting them to foreign detention centers and prisons. This is all happening now. A majority of our elected representatives have failed to protect the American people from the abuses of an unfit president and a rogue government. They have no concern or idea of what it means to be deeply American. The America that I've sung to you about for 50 years is real, and regardless of its faults, is a great country with a great people. So we'll survive this moment. Now, I have hope because I believe in the truth of what the great American writer James Baldwin said. He said, in this world, there isn't as much humanity as one would like, but there's enough. Let's pray.
It's become a common phrase that we hear quoted quite often, that elections have consequences. And indeed, that's true. Donald Trump was elected the President of the United States. That's not going to change, not for the immediate future anyway. What has happened has happened. You can't ring a bell. But that doesn't mean that people have to lie down and accept what's happening. I mean, everything has to be done peacefully, because if it's not done peacefully, you're destroying more than you're saving. But there is no reason that politicians aren't opposing him with more vigor and more enthusiasm. There's no reason that the media isn't calling him out, more than they are, because they're not. There's no reason for you not to give up your time to carry a sign, to go out in the street, to make it be known, to tell your friend or relative or neighbor who supports Trump that they're wrong and you don't want anything to do with it, and that they are destroying your country, your life, your family, and your future. This goes for young people, middle-aged people, and old people. Everybody has a stake in what's going on. So listen, that's my Friday afternoon rant. I was really moved really outraged when I saw that threat by Donald Trump, and I just can't believe that's going on. So listen, have yourself a good weekend, and be good, and keep fighting. Keep going, guys.
Thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this content, please like the video, leave your comments, and subscribe to the channel. Here are a few other videos you might enjoy. Have a great week.